work. Does it? Oh, it does. I've never tried it before. What's up? We need a chill stream. So we're playing some Stream Beats Ambient. Can we see your Roomba? Actually, I can. Why? What's up, Ray? How's dad life? Dad life is the best part of my life right now. That little girl is so freaking cute. I can't handle her. Noah the Noted, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. Boxing, thank you for the 17. Jen Abbott, thanks for the 7 months. True Senpais. Appreciate you guys. Working from home, bored AF. You getting paid to watch my stream? That's kind of sick. I still need to figure out, guys. We're ready. We're almost ready to do a studio tour of this place. I finally have the lights in. They have to run off an extension cord right now because I don't have the outlets in the ceiling just yet. I got to hit up the guy today and see what the plan for all that is. Got to put the skateboard and the play buttons on the wall, and then got to get my artwork right here. And I still got to figure out what I'm doing with that. And I just noticed the thumbnail says this is a title. It does say that. They sent that to me as like, hey, here's a, what do you think? Here's a, not a prototype, but, here's an early version so you can take a look. And then, and I was like, cool, I'm going to use it. Are you getting a mini fridge? Not anytime soon. I don't need one. At some point it'd be nice. I don't really care that much though. The thumbnail's a little issue though. The thumbnail's perfect. Sorry, I skipped the ad to watch you quick. I only put skippable ads on there because I want you to be able to skip the ads. Don't worry about it. I unchecked the box for unskippable ads. Are you drinking carbonated Bai? It's pretty good. It's got like 1 gram of sugar. Trying to get in shape again. Pushing the gym really hard. I've been working out twice a day for a little bit now. And then, of course, I went to visit my family this last weekend and ate a bunch of candy. I shouldn't say a bunch of candy. I mean, considering I'm not eating any candy, it was a pretty big intake increase. And a lot of Mountain Dew. But other than that, trying to make some changes in my life. Got some getting some pretty serious burnout. I'm still doing everything I can, but hitting some pretty serious burnout and trying to make some changes. Trying to enjoy what I do again, Hope you guys don't mind me venting a little bit on here. It's an excuse to get up and stretch the legs. Go get a mini fridge. We could put it like back in the corner and then I have to, no, but the problem with that is then I have to bend over and I've got back issues. This sounds so weird. I'm only 33, but I'm like, oh, I can't bend over to get into my mini fridge. But I do. I got back issues. It'd be really weird. I also don't want to like bend over facing away from the camera because then I'm just going to get compilations on YouTube of, Harris Heller thick. And do we really need that? Is Senpai HQ done? Buzz Sai. Still waiting on a couple things. Got to finish up the outlets up on the ceiling in here so we don't have so we don't have an extension cable hanging out. There are cables still coming out of the ceiling in the main room that need to be pushed back up in. 2 doors that still need to be painted, and then touch-ups. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it's been functional for a while. It was crazy. It was supposed to be done a year ago. A year ago. Put the mini fridge on the wall? You have a lot more faith in your walls than I do. Yeah, really, we can pretty much do this room, the studio tour, as soon as we get those outlets in the ceiling. I don't want to do the studio tour with a big old cable hanging down. I'd like to get that done. I'd also really like to get the artwork on the wall here, but I need to get that artwork. You know? You got Event Man, your community is supposed to be here, just like you're here for us. I appreciate that, Allie. I'm not sure if I 100% agree with you. Not that there aren't people who are happy to be here, but I know a lot of people come to these streams and watch content to escape. And a lot of times to escape their own problems. And I always try to make sure that I'm not then dumping my problems on you. Because that's not fair. But I don't have a lot of problems. I'm not saying I have a lot of problems. Just things that I need to fix. That's all. And it's fun to have that this kind of brainstorming sessions with this crew. You know. Got everything figured out with Streambeats? What needed to be figured out with Streambeats? Deltor? Put the mini fridge where your amp is, put the amp under the table? No, I like the amp being up there. Plus there are switches on it that I hit every day. Oh, Delta, are you talking about the website? Turns out the hosting, if that's what you're talking about, turns out the hosting website was just, it went down for like an hour or something. Fixable problems are the best kind of problems. It's existential dread problems that are not so cool. Almost every problem has a solution. Sometimes the solutions are really, really hard and really scary. There are a few solutions that don't have an issue. Existential dread. I don't know what an existential dread problem is. Where's Doggo? Literally right outside the door. He's just hanging out with his toy. Favorite 1440p monitor? I've only used a couple. The Predator one that I used was really great though. The Acer Predator, I had no problems with it. Would love to see another rock album for Streambeats. Same. That's gonna have to require a couple changes though, which we're making right now. I need more time to do stuff like that. I just don't have the time at the moment. I've been absolutely slammed. You think it's good to spend some time in short-based content like TikTok? 100%. I'm embarrassed that I haven't been doing it. Lumberjack Samurai. Oh, thank you for the 4 months, by the way. And Jason Kahef? You should go by Hef. Thank you for the 16 months. I read your message, but I never thanked you for the 16 months. I like Roombas. I just want to know what model you have. I don't know, man. It's a Roomba. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? Why, just stop giving the guy attention. Man. Such a loser. He's a very, very insecure little man who's got some problems and he needs to talk with a professional to work through them. Are you going to play games again on stream? Probably starting next year, maybe even this year. I'd really, before I start doing stuff like that and like hanging out and really enjoying this channel more, I really need to start making more content on it. That's like the thing that's on the front of my brain all the time is videos on this channel. I'm really excited about it. What color is your Lambo? If I had money for a Lambo, I wouldn't buy a Lambo. Not a chance. In fact, now that I've enjoyed the Plaid, I've had the Tesla Plaid for, I think about a year now. Almost a year. I think I got it in August last year. Oh, so it would be about a year now. It is August. How is 2022 almost over? I'm actually considering just going back down to a Model 3. Ending my lease early. I've got a 3-year lease on it. Just ending it early. Going down to a long-range Model 3. It's a great car. I love that car. But once you do the 0 to 60 50 times, you realize, and then you go in your wife's Model Y, which is a third of the price. You're like, oh, this car's just as great. Why does it matter? You look like Ludwig's elder, mature brother, no offense. That is a very big compliment. Ludwig is a very handsome guy. Although he got the hairline. You ever been into sports? I played sports pretty much year round up through high school. And then got pretty heavy into music. And it kind of replaced my physical activity with lifting instead. Got really into lifting early in college, like sophomore year of college. I moved in with a personal trainer. And then like 8 months, I gained like 30 pounds. And I don't think I've ever been in that great a shape since. Found you from the Stream Elements default screen. Am I still up there? I don't think I'm on there anymore. I don't think I've been on there in like a year and a half. Tyler H, welcome back for 2 months. True Senpais. Thank you, homie. I appreciate it. Drogan Games, brand new Thrifty Boy, welcome. And Galaxy Me, thank you for the super chats. It had a short that had over 24 views in 3 days. Re-uploaded, changed the title, 900 views in 30 minutes. Yeah, that's actually kind of the strat. I've seen a lot of people re-upload the same TikTok like 3 times and get drastically different viewership. We're talking like sometimes it's 2,000, sometimes it's 150,000. And so I've been taking that into consideration when it comes to content, especially if you don't notify your subscribers when you upload. So it's not like you're like spamming their subscription feed and they're like, oh, he already uploaded this one twice. Why am I seeing it again? I guess you could note if like shorts are your thing, you could notify them the first time and then upload it a couple more times, like delete it and re-upload it without notifying them. But that's the thing with short form, is it's very much algorithmically based. And because it's so flippant, like, you know, if someone watches it for 35 seconds one time instead of 30 seconds, that's such a dramatic difference. Because they're all so short that such minute changes make drastic differences in the algorithm. Like sometimes it's just, who did it happen to get put in front of, you know? Do you watch soccer? If you're asking if I watch people, grown men, fall over and pretend to cry, no. That was really rude. That was a joke, kind of. I've never enjoyed watching soccer. The flopping kills it for me. It's the only sport where they do that. I can't handle it. Maria gets upset when I say one person in particular. What's his name again? Who is the guy that, if you'd remember? Neymar. Thank you, Neymar. That guy. Not only just falls, but then like rolls and like propels himself into the air to make it more dramatic. I've been super busy. Had to stop by and wish you a good stream. Hope things are wonderful with you and the family. Thank you, Maria. And thank you for reminding me of Neymar. What do you think of YouTube removing the oldest videos and most popular video filter on the YouTube channels? Did they do that? Really? Tim the Tatman. Videos. Most popular, oldest? Did they announce that they were doing that? Where'd you see that? You can't sort by oldest anymore. Oldest. Is that not what you're talking about? Works for me. Started mobile first? Oh, they took it off mobile. Hold on. All right, we're gonna look this up. We'll check Fuseli's. Videos. Sort by. They have popular. They got rid of oldest. Dude, I love that our music video that we did with Fuseli is like the most, like one of the fastest, like the fastest growing video on our channel. I love that. Makes me so happy. For me, both are gone now? Huh. By the way, Dillberry, welcome to the True Senpais. Thank you, man. And Jose, my son, 15-year-old autistic, YouTube channel blow up over the last 3 months. 2K to 430K sub growth. Whoa. He does flip a cap animation on his iPad. What type of live content might work for this style of content? Oh, jeez. I don't know what flip a clip. Oh, flip a clip. I said flip a cap. Flip a clip. I have no idea what flip a clip is, but that is unbelievable. First of all, congratulations. You'd love to see that. Now, that's going to take some trial and error. I have no idea what flip a clip is, and I have no idea how to make it, how to have an animator, except for like, there's not a huge crowd for people watching animation, which is the hard part, because animation is such a slow and tedious process that it's not the most fun to watch unless it's like passive. Like if there was a way to, like if I wanted to watch an animator, I wouldn't want it to be like the most, I'd want it to be really relaxing. Like I'd almost want to put it on in the background of something. Like I'd want to put it on the TV. So maybe I'd create like a really relaxing animation that takes up like the majority of the screen, like 2/3 of it. And then have like my project small in the corner and like have relaxing music going on. And just like real softly answer questions, you know, and hang out with chat. That might be nice. I'm just making this up. This might not work at all. but it's the first thing that came to my mind. $78 million views in the last 28 days. That's awesome. Yeah, what is the channel name? Plaster it in here. I want to see. I'm gonna check out his channel. If you don't mind. Christian's videos. Had a short from 9 days ago get 2 million views. I want to see it. Here's one that got 1.7 million views.
Push that rock down, Jack. Do you like it? Push that rock down. Yeah! Yeah!
At the end of the day, it's not that funny, is it? Because you're ruining the natural landscape that geography has given you, and plus,
I know.
could kill wildlife at the bottom of the lake.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now push that rock down, Jack.
My kid watches this. Man, this video has almost 1 million views. Dude, your shorts are crushing it. Oh! 6.6 million?
It's pretty. Let's catch it. Guys.
Dude, your son's hilarious.
A birdie. It's pretty. Let's catch it.
What in the world is that? Oh, 27 million, 27 million. So these two equate to 54 million total. So that's what popped off.
Look, a golden apple. Baby, and if it's quite
Is that your son's voice too?
baby, he on a lonely. Look, a golden apple. Baby.
Mentos or pizza or disc bread. Cup noodles or Mentos or
No, these are animated Mickeys from Hassan Kadir. Dude, that's funny. Well, congrats. That's awesome. Dude, that's dope that the shorts have been popping off, feeding to the rest of the channel. I just tagged you in a tweet where a friend of mine received a strike from a Stream Beats video. I just responded to one earlier today, and he responded back. Also, my guess is it's probably not a strike. It's probably a claim. Let me take a look. So, all right, getting a copyright strike from a song again. It's a people. I do my best to educate on the difference between a strike and a claim. But yeah, I mean, one is the claim form online. Dude, we moved over our Google Drive to a different thing and it screwed everything up. But let me make sure the claim submission form is available on streambeats.com. Dude, what is up with our website? The only button that works is download tracks. I'll hit up the guy again today and I'll add that back in. He can tweet it at me. So 19 times out of 20, when someone tweets at me that there's a copyright claim on a Stream Beats track, it's because a different track played. Like either the playlist, they were playing a Stream Beats playlist and it ended and they didn't have it on repeat and it went to a different playlist, or like another one I responded to this morning, he sent me a screenshot and it was a claim and it was of a non-Stream Beats song and I said, can you check and make sure it's a Stream Beats track? He said, oh shoot, I was playing, because like if you go to, like if you look at this, I'll tell you one of the biggest frustrations. By the way, we're working on something we're solving this. If you look up stream beats and you look up playlists, all of the real ones are at the top. You can see it says Stream Beats official playlist, but you get a little bit further. Stream Beats hype tracks. That's not mine. Stream Beats Lo-Fi. This is still the fake one that we've sent a trademark infringement to take down. That one's not real. Stream Beats Lo-Fi, not mine. Stream Beats Hi-Fi, not mine. Here's another one. See, this is one of the official playlists, and it's this far down here. So usually what happens is there will be a Stream Beats playlist. Like if you go to this one, Stream Beats Lo-Fi, by Stream Beats, they're intentionally trying to trick you. And you go down here, oh, that's not Stream Beats. That's not Stream Beats. That's not Stream Beats. So they do everything they can to make it look like Stream Beats, and then it's actually a fake Stream Beats playlist. And usually, 19 times out of 20, those claims, I should even say probably 99 times out of 100, something happened, they picked the wrong playlist, or the playlist ended and it wasn't on repeat and it went to a different playlist, and they got a claim for a song that wasn't Stream Beats. The only time it's like really the only one that still happens that's a real claim that's really frustrating, and we're trying to solve that too, is when it's the Latin, it's called like Latin author or something, and that is a publishing company that is accidentally, their automated system is accidentally flagging it. And it happens like once a month. And if you appeal that claim, if you dispute that claim, it falls away. So, yeah, I would say just have them tweet a screenshot at me. I've had Spotify switch my playlist even when I have it set to repeat. Yeah, so again, we're fixing it. We're working on something right now. I tweeted something a little bit ago saying like, just sign something. It's not what you think it is or whatever it is. Sign something big. And I'll let you guys know, by the way, I am investing in a tech company. Hey guys, stop asking me about Andrew Tate. Dude's a loser. I'm not giving him more attention than he needs. It's like the 4th time someone's asked me this stream. I don't want to talk about that loser. Anyway, yeah, invested in a tech company, and we're working on some big things. Like 2023 should be a year of some really. I don't want to give anything away just yet, but there are important videos that I need to make. When new gear comes out, new webcams, new audio devices, whatever, it's important that I take a look at them, let you guys know what I think, my experience with them, etc. But then lots of times we're just making videos just for the sake of making videos, and it pulls me away from doing stuff that could be really useful. I feel like at this point, everybody knows. When I first started making videos, I was the first one to say, if you want to grow on Twitch, you have to make YouTube videos. Now everybody knows that. Oh jeez. I feel like if I really want to make a difference for content creators and streamers, I want to start making real software products. I'm really pumped about it. I really hope the ideas that I've got come out the way I see them in my head. Insta360 came out with a new webcam. I just got it yesterday. Just picked it up yesterday morning. Your website's been like it for a while? Yeah, it's been like it for a couple months. We're in the middle of revamping our entire website. We should be starting on it probably having it done next month. And so it's kind of been like, I know a couple of the links are broken, but like, do we put the effort into reaching out to the guy that made though and having him do work for free, or do we, because I can't change it. I don't have the access to change it. Or should I just let it sit for a little bit until we finish what we're working on right now, you know? So investing in a different tech company, not Senpai Tech. No, so Senpai Tech is a part owner. I can't justify hiring people full time, like bringing on more full-time employees. Like, it is very hard to put together the perfect team when, oh, hey, here is the perfect team already available that is basically wants to do what I'm doing. So how about I invest in them and fund them, and then they builds my things. And Senpai Tech is a part owner in that company. Senpai Tech starts building revenue, and then if we want to grow it even further, we've got the cash resources to do it. So you just, you kind of take baby steps here and there. And sometimes it's a lot easier to invest in an existing company than to build one from scratch. So I'll be a 15% owner of this tech company. And it'll be a Senpai Tech project because it's my idea and it's my funding and everything. It's just we're becoming a part owner in an outside tech company to make it happen, rather than build everything from scratch. Can I ask you a question? I'm sure you've been asked millions of times. If I have a business and want to promote it when website's actually stable, how do I get it viral? How do I get it? Oh man, it's a very simple question. The question that every company has been asking for a decade now. How do we just go viral? You have a solid direction of a. First of all, there's no formula for going viral. It's important you know that. I mean, there are things that can increase your probability. If you had stupid amounts of money, if you have $5 million, you can easily make something go viral of $5 million. I assume you don't have that, or else you wouldn't be working on this. But there's no surefire way to make something go viral. You just start social media content, figure out what works for you, figure out what your audience and what your audience responds to that also helps build your brand, and what's that middle area of the Venn diagram there, and make 100 posts until one takes off. Corey Bite, thank you for the 17 months, by the way. Welcome back. And M. Pern, thank you for the 3 months. Sandy, thank you for the 17 months. I'm sorry I'm like 10 minutes late on some of these. Does your beacon mic push to mute actually change color? I thought the software was completely broken. Who said the software was completely broken? Look, unmuted, muted, unmuted, muted. It's pretty neat. It has a couple little bugs still in it, but it's very functional at this point. Makes sense that the foundations of a tech company are already there. Why waste money and resources building it from fresh when you got everything set up? Yeah. Are you and Kenzie starting the podcast you talked about? Yeah. Yeah, it's on the list. Things have to change before then, though. I don't have the time at the moment. And I'm a little bit creatively exhausted lately. Because I've been doing... By the way, I'm the luckiest person in the world. I feel like every time I talk about this, I have to disclose that first. Otherwise, people get upset with you because you basically have their dream job. But I've been doing the same thing for 4 years now. And it's great. And it does well. But I've hit a ceiling. Everybody that's interested in streaming already subscribes to the channel. Growth is incredibly slow. We're not really reaching anyone new at this point. And it's just kind of the audience. Whatever video the audience is interested in, they watch it. And I've been doing the same thing for 4 years. And it's now holding me back from doing real projects, creating real products that would help you guys out, that I would actually enjoy doing. And I'm stuck in a Groundhog Day loop with my job instead of doing the things that not only would actually matter and mean something, but I want to do. So I'm making some changes. We're figuring it out. Do you have much time for gaming? Yeah, I'll game a couple days a week. Usually we'll find ways to turn business meetings into gaming sessions. I always appreciate that. Thoughts on the Elgato Wave 1 price reducer? Are you talking about going down to 99 bucks? That was a couple months ago. I talked about it on a video. I think it's great. It's one of the best value microphones you can find. The Wave 1's awesome. Bye on me. It's been a year since I watched you. Thanks, man. Thanks for popping back in. It's been an interesting year. How do you have viewer engagement through YouTube like Twitch does with channel point redeems? Do you think it's coming on YouTube? I don't know. I don't know if they're planning on doing that. You're talking to someone who literally never used channel points, and I've spent a good time watching Twitch, and I feel like only like 1% of streamers really use it. It's like there are very few situations where it's actually like genuinely contributing to the stream. Unless you get really, really, really creative with it. Oh, E-Ray, thank you for the hearts. I feel so loved right now. By the way, if you guys are hanging out here, just hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. It's $69 now? Where? Where's the $69? Oh, it is on Corsair.com. Is it that much on Amazon? Still $100 there. Is it? Is it? Wave 3, wave 3, wave 3. Where's the wave 1? Also, this has gone down in price. $10, but still. Where's the wave 1? Where is the wave 1? $69. Huh. Stream Deck plus wave 1, $120? What? Do you prefer the Wave 1 to the 3? I mean, the Wave 1, or the Wave 3 definitely has more on it. Like, the Wave 3 it's not like you can like the Wave 1 better. It does the same. It's built almost exactly the same, but like, hardware features are fewer. So if you really like the clickable, like, multifunction knob, like, then no, it's not for you. If you really like the tap to mute instead of using like a Stream Deck button, sure, but like, for literally less than half the price to get the same audio quality and same software features, I have a really hard time justifying the Wave 3 right now. The Wave 1 is amazing. Still using and loving the Beacon mic? I do, yeah. Really, really happy with the Beacon stuff. Like this dude's live stream. Takes 2 seconds. That's so nice of you. I agree. I agree. Anyone who hasn't hit the like button. It would be really great if you did. Aren't you an investor for Beacon? No. No, I talked with them and kind of teased it. Like, we started the conversation. And then very quickly we realized, like, okay, this isn't really anything advantageous for either of us. They don't need my money right now, and I'm just enjoying watching what they do. But we did talk about it for a couple days. I just ordered an A7 III. Can't wait for it to arrive. Gonna look as crisp as you. Dude, yeah, this Sony camera's, that's all I use now. Switched completely over to Sony. I've got a brand new, actually, you guys want to see? Got a brand new, let's do this. You guys want to see my vlogging setup from 3 years ago compared to my vlogging setup today? Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Hey, good boy. All right. Hair's thick. Got him. All right. Vlogging setup from a couple years ago. Vlogging setup today. That's insane. This one's about half the weight, almost half the weight. It's a little more than half the weight. But also, this one shoots in 1080-60 tops. It can do 4K, but it's not great. It crops into a crop sensor. But this one, yeah, this one shoots in 1080p 60. This one shoots in 4K 120. Look at that. That's unbelievable. This is a 16-35, this is a 16-35. So you have literally the same field of view. The only difference is this only goes to f4, this goes to f2.8. I have an f2.8 lens, but it weighs 3 times as much as this one does. But like, oh, also this has a flip out screen, which is nice. But like, do you know how easy it is to vlog like this? When I was vlogging with this one, even when I was using this switch pod, so I used to use this camera with a 12-24, a beefy lens that weighed 3 times as much, and the switch pod. If you look at vlog footage on my YouTube videos, every single video is shaky. If I'm walking around, it's just shaky. It's always shaky, and there's nothing I can do about it because it's just heavy, and I'm on this super, don't get me wrong, like the switch pod was cool, but the long arm, it's too long. I mean, you can hold it here, but then your wrist is like crooked this way, and it's really uncomfortable, and because it's like more angled, you don't have as much of angular torque to hold it steady versus when your hand is straight up. So it's actually like more wobbly here. And now, so light, so easy. I can hold it perfectly steady. That's why you're ripped? It probably is contributed, yeah. Wait, the A7S III can do 4K 120? Yeah. And the A1 can do 8K 30. Actually, if the A1, so we use the A1 for our main videos. This is like my vlogging mobile setup. And my only issue, because I don't need to shoot vloggy stuff in 8K. But I do wish I had higher than 12 megapixel pictures. So like if I were to take this one, like if I were to travel and take this camera, 12 is fine. But like, it bums me out that if I go to Japan or whatever, and like, I've got this fancy camera and all I'm getting are 12 megapixel pictures. So I actually, usually when I go places where I know I'm gonna wanna get pictures, I bring the A1. It just doesn't have a flip out screen. If the A1 had a flip out screen, oh my gosh, that'd be the perfect camera. The A1 is too expensive for me. It is an expensive camera. It's like a $6,500 body. Any tripod recommendations for DSLRs? Yes, I am in love with this tripod. It's called the Mantis Pod. Oh, it's fantastic. Get the A7 IV. That's what this is right here. And again, the problem with the A7 IV is it can really only do 4K 30. It does 4K 60, but it punches in like it punches into an APS-C sensor, like a 1.5x crop. And that is not worth it. That's a bummer. We're going to download Ryan's new track. Oh, I don't know if it's in... I'm going to check and see if it's in Google Drive. I'm not sure if we put it in there. I got to do some posts about it today. Do you not post these vids? What vids, Ninja Painting? A1, it's close to 10K here in Singapore. Specs are great, though at that price. Yeah, so we shoot everything on the A1. That's our main camera. We shoot everything in 8K. That way, we do those like zoom ins, right? We do those a lot on camera, and we can still export the entire thing in 4K. We can zoom into up to 200%. In fact, we actually start when we shoot our videos. So we use the 12 to 24 in our main video setup, and I actually zoom that out really far. I get extra zoomed out. Because then it gives me more vertical resolutions. We've posted a handful of shorts on the YouTube channel. And the problem we had before was when I was shooting like this, if we wanted to make it vertical, it would be cropped like right here. And then TikTok again punches in a little bit further. And so like my face basically fills up the entire screen. So we shoot our videos really zoomed out. I'm kind of small on the screen, and then we punch in on all the footage to like 125%, 130%. Which means the footage is still in like 7K, maybe 6K. And so so we have the proper, and then we can still zoom in like another 150% and it's fine. How big are the files? Depends. It shoots in pretty compressed video, like H.265. So if I shoot like 30 to 40 minutes of footage, it'll usually end up being about 50 gigs. If we shoot the top-down camera, which is the Blackmagic 6K, that's like our unboxing cameras, the Blackmagic 6K. Those shoot in ProRes, so those are usually over 100 gigs. And that's a problem. I'm thinking of upgrading my GPU from RTX 3080 to 3090. What's your advice? That's going to be a giant waste of money. I mean, if you have the money, go for it. Do whatever you want. 3080 is a great GPU. I would hold off for another generation if you can. But 3080 to 3090 for, what, $2,000, whatever you're going to be paying now, is just not worth it. Why not shoot in a 4:3 aspect ratio? Because the Sony A1 doesn't shoot in 4:3 aspect ratio. You can only shoot in 16:9. I would. That would be the ultimate way to do it, is to shoot it in a 4:3 aspect ratio. But the Sonys don't do that. Only Panasonics do, as far as I know. Do you have real life friends you hang out with? There are two main people that I hang out with, other than my wife. One is Sir. We game a couple times a week, but he lives in LA, so that's not IRL. It's all on the internet. But we game a couple times a week, and Sir's become a really good friend of mine. Really, really great dude. Then I hang out with a buddy of mine. I do have a buddy that lives about an hour away. He's been a good friend of mine for like 10 years now, 11 years, 12 years now. Jeez. And like he helped me build one of these lights. He was in the video where we built these lights, the RGB ones. Oh, the RGB video from a couple weeks ago. Yeah, been best friend of mine for like 12 years. Really, really smart dude. Really fun dude, creative guy. And so we'll hang out once or twice a month. We'll take turns. I'll drive up there, then he'll drive down here. That's about it. You still talk to Sam? Actually, I haven't spoken to Sam. I don't think I've I'm not like neither. We left on good terms, and we still occasionally interact on Twitter. But like, I don't think I've really spoken to him since he left. Maybe there's been one or two texts where like, hey, what'd you do with this file? That's been about it. School starting for siblings. I have a chance to actually start recording videos, but just stuck on what to make videos about. Channel direction is lacking. Any advice for finding direction? Yes. It's not perfect advice, but it's advice. The first piece of advice is, analyze yourself. What do you enjoy doing? What videos do you enjoy watching? What are you good at? What do you enjoy doing? And what has seemed to be successful on YouTube? And you got a Venn diagram, a 3-ring Venn diagram. And if there's something in the middle, that's the one that makes the most sense. But also, honestly, you're going to go through 5 or 6 ideas before you find the one that you like and find the one that works. Even the Senpai gaming channel, all my content has gone through a million different things. I used to do Snapchat art. I did that for a while. We did Halo challenges. I did daily vlogs for a couple months and hated my life when I did that. I've before the Senpai gaming channel took off, I'd done a bajillion things that didn't work, and you're gonna have to do that too. Didn't know Sam left? Yeah, we both tweeted about it a bunch. Sam left in December last year. So almost a year ago. He'd been wanting to start his own channel, do his own thing. I could tell he was struggling. He moved out here, and a week later was like, hey, I want to go back home. And so I said give it some time, but then we met up, and it was hard because he was like signed on to a lease. And that he and Scott were sharing, and so he had to leave it to Scott. And I had to pay Scott extra to basically pay for Sam's rent, which was unfortunate for like 6 months. That was unfortunate. But so there were a lot of things that were like oh, that's rough. But at the end of the day, like, what am I gonna do? No, you signed a lease. You have to work for me for another 6 months. Like, that's absurd. So he said he wanted to go off. He wanted to try his own thing. He wanted to go back home. And we found a way to make it work. And he left, and he's doing his own channel, and I support him. Who edits now? Scott. Scott edits. Scott had been editing for almost a year at the time that Sam left. So it wasn't a serious problem in terms of the YouTube channel. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 years from now? Can I open up that question? While I think about where I see myself in 5 years from now. Honestly, if there's a career path I'd like to emulate. Wait, your arms look quite pulky. I don't know what pulky is. What's pulky? Anyway, yeah, if I could emulate, obviously in my own way, but I've been enjoying watching Nadeshot's career. He says you're strunk. We'll see. It's been fun to watch Nadeshot, dude who turned his passion for gaming into an amazing content-based gaming company. The dude had 2 things down that no one else had, which was incredible gaming, and then was the only person of his caliber, at least at the time, was the only person of his caliber, gaming-wise, who also really got into lifestyle vlogging and lifestyle content as strongly as he did, and immediately catapulted that into some amazing relationships and amazing company, and I really respect it. I would love to have gaming creators signed, but right now the 2 things that interest me the most are music and animation and like content production. I love that stuff. We're working, the combination of those 2 things can put together some amazing products that we're working on right now that you'd be surprised that no one would expect. I don't want to start like a video production company. That's not in the cards at all. but like to start a record label and to create music videos and to, to help bolster amazing, musically talented content creators and set a precedent for what a record label should look like when it's content oriented. There's a lot of options there. Why do you not use Blackmagic Raw on the 6K? Because it adds a ton of extra effort to the workflow to open that up, like to take 100. I mean, at that point, every video would be 150 gigs. But to then open it up and resolve and transcode it every single time, and it's just not worth it. For the top-down shots, what we're doing looks fine. You hiring? No, not at the moment. True there, but didn't Hex play a huge role in teaching Nate how to go about it? Oh, absolutely. Hex is also a staple in the industry. Love what Hector's done. So, yeah, in 5 years, honestly, can I be real? I would love to just grind hard for the next 5 years. I'm going to give you an answer that would surprise you. I don't know if this is what I actually want to do, but can I tell you something, an option that's been on my mind that I wouldn't hate? I've got a 9-month-old little girl who's the cutest thing ever. I would love to sell everything when she's, 4 years old, 5 years old, and become a full-time homeschool teacher for Lennon. I'd love that. I think that'd be I don't know if I'd go crazy. I'm not sure. I heard the word resolve. Honestly, I would love to be at a point where I'm not, where I don't have to put my head down and grind anymore. I would love to get Senpai Records to a point where it's self-sustainable with solid creative direction going on without me having to be there. I would love to build these companies up, build Senpai Animation up to an incredible studio, build Senpai Records up to an incredible studio, build Senpai Gaming into an amazing gaming company with pro teams and content creators. And then just be the creative direction behind it and be able to make I'd love to keep making YouTube videos but just make what I want. Like, not have to do the grind, but have people watch the videos because, hey, this is what it looks like to run a gaming company, a record label, and an animation studio. And you have such an interesting lifestyle doing that. I'd love to travel more. I'd love to have stations for my companies in other countries and be able to travel for work and meet up with animation studios in Japan and vlog those trips and just kind of enjoy the process again. It's gonna take a lot of grinding to get there. Son Gohan, you asked that question and I answered it. Like 3 minutes ago. Don't ask a question if you're not going to listen to the answer. And then spam it. For sponsorship partnership deals, do you or the company send a contract or any contract at all? Yes, there's always a contract. They send, my agency and the company work out a contract together. I believe initially, I've never done the negotiating, so I don't know for sure who puts it together. I'm pretty sure that my agency usually puts it together unless the company already has a contract ready. Which do you think would be better, Wave 3 or Wave XLR with the Rode Pod mic? If you're in a room that's going to have a lot of noise around you and you need something that's really isolating your voice, definitely the second option. If you got a decent room and it's not going to be a problem and you're looking for something really cheap, oh, the Wave 3, I'd actually say right now, pick up the Wave 1, it's $70. That is absolutely best bang for your buck at the moment. How often is that the contract is already ready? Just whenever we do like small little YouTube integrations where we have like the minute-long ad in the very beginning, and it's nothing like the company just reaches out like, hey, we want to put our stuff in the beginning of Harris's video. Like we've done a bunch of stuff like that. Like we've done a handful of videos with Keeps, for example, and they have specific deliverables that we adjust in our contract and stuff. But like I think the Blurp one was straightforward. They had all the deliverables and the talking points, and then we basically just sent them over our standard contract. And they were like, yeah, that's good. Cool. And they were really happy with the ad. What's the company to contact? I have an email in my Twitter bio. It's TalentX. That's who my representation is right now. I have a group of friends that help run a pretty successful custom game server community. When do you start to feel guilty that they do it for free? Advice on gaining income to help pay them. I've had conversations with people like this before. I don't start business ventures unless I know they can be monetized. If you guys are doing that and you didn't have a plan to monetize in the beginning, then you shouldn't feel bad about having it not monetized now, because that was never a part of the initial plan. Are you riffing with your right hand on the desk? Was I? Probably. I do that a lot. No, I even had I just invested in a tech company. I was telling you guys earlier, just invested in a tech company. I haven't really announced who yet. And I will in a little bit. We're waiting for a couple final things to go through. But invested in a tech company, and the guy came to me. He's a good friend of mine, really talented guy, great streamer too, actually. Said, hey, I had this new idea. What if we added this to what we were doing? And my response was, that sounds like it has a lot of liability and very little revenue. So just like, absolutely not. I get that it'd be a really cool tool. Don't get me wrong. Man, I can see a million problems and I can see no money coming from it. So maybe we don't prioritize that, you know? Best audio interface for gaming and for music production. Man, you're going to need something with great preamps for music. I mean, if you're talking about like home music production practice, then you're fine with most things. For music production, you definitely want an XLR system, not a USB mic. I wouldn't recommend Beacon if you're looking for that, because you'll want some flexibility with microphones. I think you'd be happy with the Wave XLR. That's definitely high enough quality internals and parts for it. Yeah, I'd say that's probably your best bet. If you're looking to do both, you're looking for something that has all the features you need for gaming and is high enough quality for audio production. I mean, I wouldn't, if you're building a $100,000 studio, I probably wouldn't build a Wave XLR, put a Wave XLR in it. But if you're just talking about like music production in your room, like a little home studio, oh yeah, Wave XLR is fantastic. Love Harris being honest on how to build capital. Why running YouTube or any other business is really there. Oh, so you liked the video we put up yesterday. I'm glad you liked it. Any tattoo plans for the future? Kenzie and I have talked about it. That's been something that's like, oh, it'd be really cool. By the way, if you guys are hanging out in here and you haven't hit the like button yet, do me a favor and just tap-a-roo on the like button. Helps out a ton. I'm not a big tattoo guy. Tattoos have a wide variety of results. There are a lot of opportunities for tattoos to be terrible, and there are a lot of opportunities for tattoos to be really awesome. So if I were to get a tattoo, I would probably go like full sleeve. Just one arm and then no other tattoos. Just one Singular piece of art. That's another thing. I have a problem with sleeves that are like picture, tattoo, that have just kind of like molded into each other. I would want one planned single piece of art all the way up. That's what I'd do. Content creation industry is so intriguing. Devin Nash swears multi-streaming is where it's at, and you think such the opposite. Someone needs to release some solid data. The problem is the solid data doesn't exist. I mean, there. By the way, I don't have a problem with multi-streaming for alter. Like, I even talked on the video yesterday about how like multi-streaming would be a great way for a transition, right? Or it'd be a great way to do a podcast or something. I've never seen a person actually, when I say succeed, I mean like go from 5 viewers to 300 viewers, right? Multi-streaming. It's literally never happened. The only people I've seen start multi-streaming actually had their viewership drop. So I don't, and maybe there's someone I'm not aware of. But there's no evidence of it ever working for discoverability. It's not good for discoverability. I think it hurts the experience. Every multi-stream I've been in makes me feel like I'm not watching a live stream anymore. Because they're talking with a chatter that's not there, or every single message has like, instead of just a name, it's a name, and then it's like forwarded from Twitch chat. And it's like 2 lines before the message, and you're like, okay, so this is just spam at this point. I've never seen it work. In terms of discoverability for an individual live streamer. That specific thing. If you could sell 1 hot dog at 1 store or 10 hot dogs at 2 stores, why wouldn't you? Yeah, sure, if it worked that way. That's totally irrelevant here because it doesn't do that. I mean, he even mentions that there's no discoverability being live. So if you're on one platform with 0 discoverability versus a better analogy would be like if you could sell 0 hot dogs at 1 store or sell 0 hot dogs at 2 stores, why wouldn't you? It's the same. If there's no discoverability on one, then multiplying 0 by 3 still gets you 0. I think it would work if you already had a massive audience too. I think if you already have a couple thousand viewers and you have an amazingly large YouTube channel and you could multi-stream, yeah, you'd make a lot of extra money that way. Harris didn't respond. Oh, I missed your super chat. I didn't see it yet. By the way, Mezame, welcome to the Thrifty Boys. Thank you. And Mom's Gone Gaming. Also welcome to the Thrifty Boys. Thank you. Zoid Short saw an Elgato Stream Deck for $70. Secondhand worth? If it works, fine. Absolutely. I hate how good lighting is. So I'm using, I can't tell you what I'm using because I'm using an unreleased light right now. It's why I haven't used the corner camera at all, because it would show the light. I'm using a light that hasn't been released yet, and it's like $100. And then this one is actually a fancy spotlight, because that gives a better edge light, but you don't have to do that. It's the Amaran 60D. I think it's like $200. Unreleased light, will you be reviewing it? Yes. Any tips on managing a business while making videos? Make your videos part of your business? I don't know. That's such a open-ended question. I don't know what your business is. I don't know what your videos are. I don't know what your time is like. I would say anything you can do to cross-pollinate the two, so as one grows, they both grow, is definitely the best thing you can do. Aperture 120D. So I use a lot of Amarans. Just about everything we use is an Amaran. They look amazing. I've got a 200D. It's my main, usually my main light out there is a 200D. Yeah, have just a handful of lights. Every single light in that area is an Amaran. They're great. And they've gotten so affordable. Any tips on how to find an editor? Dude, finding an editor is really, really, really hard. Sam was the 4th hire. That took a while. Do you still use a Go XLR with your dual PC setup? I don't use a dual PC setup. I use a single PC setup. However, I do have a Mac that I occasionally feed into here. By the way, Andrew, welcome to the Thrifty Boys. Thank you. And I do not use the Go XLR anymore. For my main microphone, like interface control, I use the Beacon stuff. Even this shotgun mic, it goes into a different interface, but it's controlled by the Beacon. The Beacon Mix Create and the Beacon Mix, I use them both. So I have 8 knobs, which is really great. And then connecting the two, giving me a couple extra preamps and connecting my PC and my Mac is the Rodecaster. The RCP, Rodecaster Pro 2, which is fantastic. You guys down to do a stream on Discord tomorrow and have it be like an Apex Legends stream? I want to try game streaming again. It's been a while. And I think that'd be a really nice, like a really chill way to do it. Are you guys all in the Senpai Discord? Do you and Sam still chat? We don't talk much anymore. Not that we're angry at each other. We just are both busy doing our own thing. But I've considered reaching out to him. We're working on a couple software things right now, and he's a brilliant designer. I think if he got back into like really utilizing his design skills for his YouTube channel, I think he would be a massive asset. I think he just got a little bit burnt out with design, but I would love to hit him up and see if he's interested in helping design the UI for some of the things that we're working on. He's been on my mind a lot lately for some of these things. Why not stream on YouTube instead? I haven't game streamed in a while, and I also I've been planning on doing more Discord streams, just hanging out with the Discord community, and I think doing something new, doing something different would be a great way to like dip my toe into game streaming again, you know? Will we ever see Sam on the Senpai Gaming channel again? I don't know, maybe. There's definitely no plans for it. He doesn't work here anymore. Anyway, for those of you who missed it, by the way, just to show one more time. Old vlogging setup. New vlogging setup. Sheesh. Just this teensy little thing. Look at that. 1080p, 60 frames tops, 4K, 120 frames. Almost half the weight. Ugh. This is how I got my shoulder muscles. And this is also why all my footage was shaky. Is that the ECM B1M? Probably. I don't remember the name for it. Hey, I got a question for you guys. Quick question. Oh, I've been streaming for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Look at us go. This has been a nice conversation. I appreciate you guys. Andrew, thank you for the test super chat. If you wanted to, I'm going to keep an eye out for you for future messages. In case you want to attach something to that super chat. I'll keep an eye out for your little avatar there. So I got a question for you guys. 2023. I want to do something that I've been wanting to do for a really, really long time. I can't send a super chat more than $2. That's okay. You don't have to. I appreciate you. You don't have to do that. But thank you. 2023. My plans are to have that be a year of improving my mental health. I have been so busy with making these YouTube videos. My favorite thing I used to love learning new things and just becoming proficient in so many new things. It's what's gotten me to where I am today. The fact that I could use camera equipment and shoot videos. I could also edit. I could also do general graphic design. I can play a handful of instruments. I can record music. Just a wide variety of skills has gotten me where I am today. And then for the last 3 years, I've been able to do nothing but make these videos. It's all I've had the time to do. And so 2023, I'm picking a short list of skills that I want to learn. And I'm diving into them. And I'm doing it that's all I'm doing. Just learning new skills. How's the lo-fi learning going? That's the thing. Haven't had the time. Been making all these videos. Got another video coming out hopefully tomorrow. And Andrew, thank you for the super chat. Do you have something? Do you have a message you want to throw on there? You've dropped like 3 super chats now. And they're all just like, hello, test. Do you have something that I can help with? Can I do anything for you? You're being so generous and nice. How is the Japanese language learning? That's been like a highlight. I wish I had more time for it. I also wish I could go to Japan and expand it, because that's another problem is like I've been taking Japanese lessons for 3 years now. Let's see, I went to Japan in 2019, and at that point I've been taking lessons for about a year. So I've been taking Japanese lessons for 4 years now. And I feel like I've hit a wall, or I've hit a ceiling, and I'm not gonna get any better unless I'm around it 24/7. So that's one of the things I wanna do. I wanna go to Japan for a month, and I want to only speak Japanese while I'm out there, nothing else. For an entire month, even when I'm alone at home, only Japanese. Even when I'm thinking, only think in Japanese for a month straight. Things like that. I also want to learn 3D character animation. I want to get good at photography, like really good at photography. I want to really learn to produce lo-fi. I want to get in the best shape of my life. I want to get really good at guitar again. It's been a hot minute since I've gotten really good at guitar. I want to take vocal lessons. I've been singing all my life, but I have a very limited range, and I don't have a lot of great control and tone. But I one of the things I want to do is I want to write and release a metal album. I want to write and release a metal album and make it a Stream Beats metal album. But I have to get better at guitar, and I have to take vocal lessons before I can do that. Dude, Oren Cohen, welcome to the moon, man. Thank you. I know the name. I know you've been here for a while. You're not a brand new member. But I think you just upgraded to the moon? I learned Maya. See, that's what I want to learn. I want to learn Maya. I want to spend a month diving headfirst into Maya and doing it 8 hours a day. And see how good I can get in a month. And then once I'm done doing it full time for a month, pull back and see like, okay, what can I now use this for? What am I capable of doing to maintain this skill? Slowly improve it over the course of the rest of the year. You know, that kind of stuff. Any advice on companies wanting to send loaner equipment for testing? Are you the company, or are you wanting to receive loaner equipment? I think it's a great idea. I've done that a handful of times. Japanese lo-fi metal album in 3D. Oh my goodness. I gotta go. Have you looked more into VTubing stuff? Yes. Just waiting to see Andrew's name pop up in another super chat. What advice, Ian said, what advice do you give towards not having confidence in your content, feeling nervous about uploading? That is a big thing holding a lot of people back from creating content is analysis paralysis. Well, I can't upload anything if it's not really good. I just start uploading stuff. Just make sure every video is slightly better than the last one. Make sure you're open to critiquing yourself. I was about to say criticizing, but I think critiquing is a better word. Be open to critiquing your content and make sure it's good. And let me rephrase that. Be open to critiquing your content and making sure that you are improving just a little bit. Finding something to improve on every single video. Doesn't have to be good. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for a long time. Every big YouTuber you watch now, their first 50 videos were not good. They were probably really bad. Everybody has to go through that. The problem is you don't find out about them until their videos were good. Where's the room setup tour? Gotta finish up a couple things. Gotta get rid of this giant extension cable. Gotta put some stuff on the walls. It won't let me even though I take out the link. Won't let you do what? I have no idea what you're talking about. Melissa Cross lesson in the future. I would love to take lessons from Melissa Cross. That's actually like my idea. She works with some very serious content, very serious vocalists. I don't think I'd get a lesson out of Melissa Cross. But maybe I pick up her videos or whatever. I don't know. What if this Andrew that's been super chatting is actually Andrew Tate? Just kidding. I was the one who said please stop mentioning his name, and then I mentioned his name, so I apologize. We miss your guitar playing streams. I miss them too. I haven't picked up the guitar in months, and it makes me sad. There's how dare you. Jen, thank you for the super chats. Thanks for helping me helping to push me to following my true passions rather than what is the trendy thing and not be afraid all the time. It is hard. It is scary. It is. I'm going through that right now, by the way. Like having this massively popular channel and trying to figure out how can I properly reallocate my time so I'm not spending as much time on it and start something new and make sure I have the time and the brain space to do something new. And you feel like you're taking a big risk and it's really scary. So I'm glad you're doing it. You're an inspiration to me right now, Jen. Thank you. Oren says it's amazing. Okay, 6 months. There it is. It's amazing to me how many dreams you and I share. So excited for you to make them come true. Thank you, man. Thank you, Oren. I appreciate it. I hope yours do too. Let's just become awesome people together. Deal? You and me, shake hands. All right. This is still an odd sensation. By the way, Simply Spud, thank you for the 4 months on the moon. An odd sensation compared to resubbing on Twitch, but it's a vibe. What mirrorless camera would you recommend for about $1,200? Wanting one that's good for streaming and a bit of photography. $1,200. It's hard to find a good mirrorless camera for $1,200. Sony hasn't released like a budget. Actually, you know what I would recommend? I would probably say the Sony ZV-E10, which you can get for about $600 to $700. I think it's actually, I think I saw it for $700 with a lens. I can't remember if it's $700 with or without the lens. It might be $700 or $800 depending on whether you get the lens or not. But that gives you a couple $100 to also buy a good lens with it, which you'll need if you want to get good photos and good stuff. You'll want a lens with it too. So typically you want to spend like half your budget on the camera and half on the lens. But if you're going with the crop sensor stuff, the lenses are a lot cheaper, and you could probably get a solid. You could probably get the ZV-E10 with a decent one of their brand new lenses that they just released with it also. You know what I would recommend? Probably not Fujifilm, because no one likes Fujifilm. Everybody knows that. What was the name of that camera? The Sony ZV-E10. ZV-E10. Great camera. If you're trying to get photography, I don't know if I'd recommend that Sigma 16 to 30, 16 or 30 mil, just because you're not going to have a lot of flexibility for photography. Harris, listen, we will talk. Look, you got to understand, Tim. I can't recommend cameras that I've never used. So if I'm gonna, I need to get my hands on a couple of Fujifilm cameras first. You get an A6400. How much is the A? Isn't that 6400 like $1,200? A 6400. $1,300. Amazon for $1,100. That's with a lens. Someone asked me earlier, by the way, what lens is on the Sony here. This is my all-time new favorite lens. I love this thing. This is the new Sony 16 to 35 PZ, the power zoom one. See the little power zoom slider here. This thing is so light. It's so light. Can we just take a look at the difference in weight between the previous two? Okay, Sony 16 to 35 PZ weight. I want to show you how much weight I have removed from my setup. 353 grams. 353, remember that number. 12 to 24. This was my previous lens. This beast of a thing. 847 grams. That is 2.5 times the amount of weight. This entire setup is about 1,300 grams. 1,300 grams. That lens alone is 850 grams. It would bring a 1,300 gram setup to a nearly 2,000 gram setup. Sorry. Yes, grams. Okay, that's right. That's unreal. Wait, how many pounds was it? Just so you know. So we know. Wait, how many grams is 1,300? How many pounds is 1,300 grams? How many pounds is 1,300 grams? So this entire setup, camera, lens, microphone, and tripod, is less than 3 pounds. The old lens itself was almost 2 pounds. Dude, I can't believe I can shoot 4K 120 with less than 3 pounds. That's unreal. I love camera technology. I love how fast it's improved over the last couple of years. It's so exciting. Do you think shorts are worth doing together? They never became not worth doing. I would absolutely recommend doing shorts. So glad you're streaming at 1440p. Yeah, when you go up to higher resolutions on YouTube, especially using their not using their ultra low latency, you get their better quality encoder, and these streams look amazing. What's your thoughts on the A7C? Throws up in mouth a bit? Oh, weird. I've used the A7C. I have an A7C. It's a great camera. It's not ideal. I feel like it's missing features that it's just got every little bit of it has like a tiny caveat. It's a bummer. Thoughts on the M2 MacBook? Dude, I just love what Apple's doing. Love what Apple's doing with their desktop computers. The A7C is a very weird release. I was a little bummed when I found out the A7C has to have a 1.2x crop to do 4K. That was kind of the biggest bummer. If it didn't have that, I would use it a lot more. Thoughts on shooting an S-Log and using LUTs? We use S-Log 3. For all our stuff. Picture profile 8. That's what we use for. In fact, I've kind of adjusted my vlogging settings specifically to use. Like I used to have like my vlogging setting was just picture profile 11, like Sony Cinetone. Just because it's so easy, there's just a little drop down menu right inside Final Cut to throw a LUT on it, but then you have a ton more dynamic range in the footage. So if you looked into the new Fujifilm X-H2 and X-H2S, message the name of those two at me so I can check them out after the stream. I have any plans on buying any more cameras at the moment, but I'm happy to take a look at it. Does Sam still work for Senpai? Nope. Sam and I parted ways almost in December of last year. He wanted to go and really focus on his own content. Curious to see what you think of him. I would love to see another camera company that intrigues me. Right now, I've just been so obsessed with Sony's. They're just so good. I just wanted them to release an A1 with a flip-out screen. That's all I want. That's all I want. Imagine if they made an FX3 Mark II or like an FX1 that was like the cinema body with a flip-out screen that had the same internals as the A1. Oh my goodness. Who's your main editor right now? Scott. Scott's our editor. What was I gonna do? Oh, that's right. I'm doing this wrong. How does YouTube work? I don't know. I'm looking for... That might be fun. Give me one sec. Are you guys down to do another wholesome raid? Guys streaming for 3 people right now. They're playing some Pokemon. A wholesome push. Have you seen Peter McKinnon's new studio? I've seen his temporary studio. I haven't seen the big one. Oh, is that what he just posted? I saw something about his latest video was about a studio. I haven't watched it yet. I'll check it out. Guys, here's the deal. If we do this wholesome raid, I need every single person to hit the like button on the stream. Well, I'd like you guys to hit the like button now before we leave. But, yes, please, when we do this raid, I would love it if you guys would, every single one of you, hit the like button. Even if you plan on leaving and you don't plan on watching, go in there, hit the like button, and peace out. You guys down for that? That'd be awesome. As a recipient of your last raid, let's freaking go. Sick. So, guys, I got to get to work on the next video. We're doing we got a video coming out tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. Still waiting to hear back from the brand. But next week will be a giant webcam video, and I just got my hands on the Insta360 webcam. So that'll definitely be a part of it. But I'm excited for that video. It should be a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, make sure you jump over there. I'm going to drop this raid. I'm going to get to work on some other stuff. And make sure you all hit the like button on this stream that we're raiding. So have an awesome one, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I'll be live on the Discord server either tomorrow or Friday. All right? Have a good one. Peace out, guys.